This is the actual size right here of the fixture. This will be the fixture that the drill bit cartridge will go into. This is the part that I'm going to make first, and the side profile of that will be this right here. And this is for the drill bits to go through. This will be for the shank of the drywall screw, and this will be for the countersink for the head of the drywall screw. I have my dimensions all lined up right here, ready to go. And I'll work on this here part first. First thing I'll have to do is take one side and make it a reference. I'll make an X there, and right adjacent from it I'll put an X, and that corner right there would be my reference then to work off of anytime I need to put the piece back in the vise back and forth. I have a reference, plus I'll put on the face here too, I'll put a reference. So this complete corner here now will be my reference. Also take a measurement on this here piece also, so I know how much I need to bring it down to. Last pass. We're within a range of around 1 inch, 656. And I'm getting about 1 inch, 650. Okay, so about 6 thousandths. That's okay. I'm within the 10,000 range of tolerance, so satisfied with that. Okay, so now the block is completely done as far as dimensioning. So the next thing to do now will be to start doing the drilling and the profile milling. That's coming up next. Okay, so now the thickness of this block is 688 thou. So I need to get this down to 688 thou now for the thickness. My reference face down again. Okay, 690. We need 688, so we're within 2 thousandths. So, okay, so now this block is completely finished as far as getting it down to the rough dimensions of the finish size. The rest of it now is to do the profiling itself, the drilling through and the profiles and things, but the block itself is down to its finished dimension overall. So the profile milling and drilling and things is coming up next. Okay, 281 thousandths from the back edge here to the center of the hole. Here we're in the center of the workpiece, and that comes out to 1 inch 42 thousandths. 50 thousandths for the edge finder. 1 inch 42 thousandths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1 inch, 10, 20, 30, 40, 2 thousandths. Alright. Okay, so now let's get this small hole first. And that's 246 thou from the center line over. That's 246. We'll get that one first. So we will go ahead and get this now. 100, 200, 46. like this here to keep the bit from straying. I use my Z-axis and get it down inside the hole as much as I can. And then I use the quill. That helps keep the bit more straight just going down through there. Do 46, so let's get that back to 0 again. 46, 100, 200. That should now put us right back on center here, where we need to be. And so now we want to go the other direction, 254 thousandths, to go with the 21/64 diameter bit. Now it's coming next. 254, 100, 250, and 4. Okay, so we'll change the bits out and drill that hole now. Okay, that one wants to be 21/64 for the countersink for the screw head. Again, I'll use a Z-axis when I start getting down inside there. Got a little screw here. That head countersinks in there nicely, and we got our spot here for the shank of the drill, for the screw shank too. Okay, let's give this a try now and see what we got here. Okay, so what we have here is we use a 3/16 inch screw here, or drill, to drill for the screw shank, for the screw body, and then we use a 21/64 drill to drill for the countersink for the head, for the counterbore. Alright, so the next thing to do now will be to start working on the profile of this here. That's going to make it fit into the fixture that we'll be building for it later on. Some permanent marks I have to make on here for references whenever I go to actually use a jig. I want to get the, right now I just want to put a permanent center line on this here block as well right now. And that's what I'm going to do here now. It's 1 inch 43 thousandths all the way around. Of course I have that in front already. Okay, now that's, I'll do it this way too. Turn upside your direction. And this ensures that I got it in the center. But what I do need to do though is I do need to make reference marks in the center of each one of these here holes here, because those center marks are going to line up with the center mark on the fixture whenever I go to use this jig. So what I need to do is I have my reference again. There's my X, and that's what I was referencing off of whenever I was doing the drilling on this. I referenced off the X side here. So this is the front, the top here. So what I'll do is I'll come up here and I'll make this here mark here, which is on my sheet here. I'll have to look at that number. Reference hole here for the small hole is right here. So what I got to do now is I have this right here, that's the front, and this is the front here. So I need to come in now 156 thou depth of cut. You see this? 156 thou depth of cut this way, and come up 1 inch 31 thousandths from the bottom here up, and come in depth of cut at 156 and come down this way, and then that would take care of this part here. And then we'll put in the angle vise and we'll cut this then at that 21-degree angle. 1 inch 31 thou, we'll mark that. That's what we're going to cut up to right there. And then the front, right here's the front. That'll be going down this way. And we will get our depth of cut now, 156 thou. that 156 thou comes off of the top. It comes down from the top 156 thou. So what we will do, we will put the top for the reference and then set our gauge here to 156 thou. $156 thou. What we'll do now, again, since we're coming down from the top, that 156 thou. Wait a minute. No, we are coming off of the bottom. According to that their drawing, that's coming off the bottom. We are coming off the bottom 156 thou. Yes, we're coming off the bottom, so that's, I got it right the first time. Okay, so we're coming off the bottom 156 thou. Okay, so that means I have to put this here mark, has to be on the bottom, this 1 inch 31 thou. We'll get that. Okay, so we're coming off the bottom, so therefore I got to put the bottom, bottom down, put the bottom down on here, and we come across this way. This is the 156 thou. That's what the bottom, that's the bottom because this is the top, front. I'll get it here in a second. Okay, I had it right this first time. Okay, it's the back side. This is the front side. It's all done in the back side. So it's the back side that comes up from the bottom, 1 inch 31 thousandths. We got our line drawn here, and then we come up from the back side, that 156 thousandths up, and we're going to be taking all this off right through here. All this will come off down through here and off, and that will be the back side of it because this is the front side and this is the top. And now we're getting where we need to be now. Okay, so let's go ahead and mill this part now. I depth about a couple of thousandths off the top of the surface here just to see how I'm lining up with my line here. I got my y-axis locked in position. I have my line scribed there, and I'm watching. I'm right on the line, right on there. I use my filler gauge to come off the edge of the workpiece on top and on the front edge here, and that's good. We're good there. So I think that's going to be fine. So what I'll do now is I'll just go ahead and get this set up here. So next up now would be to put that in the angle vise and cut that on that angle now, that 21 degree angle here. That's the next thing coming up on this block now.